enchantment, and our product is BeeBoard. And usually when I tell that to people, I get this kind of a reaction. General enchantment? What's BeeBoard? And the visual aids are going to help me. The name was inspired by David Rose of the MIT Media Lab and his book Enchanted Objects. And a lot of we're tiny, but our team is comprised of some MIT grads, including a mechanical engineer and a lead software developer, and my co-founder are all from MIT. So we read the book, we're really inspired by it, and the Internet, we came across this chart at the same time. I'm sure most of you have seen it, and the Internet of Things was at the very top, and we kind of like that. We're also downhill skiers, or like that. And so we asked ourselves, what should we make? What could we take this an everyday object and infuse it with technology and make it enchanted? And we decided on the bulletin board, which hadn't changed in over 70 years. So a traditional, combination bulletin board with a cork surface and a writing surface, which we reimagined to include a compartment for a digital display. And as a result, we thought, what a great way to connect families. There's a big disconnect with maybe the grandparents live in Florida, and they have grandkids here in Massachusetts, and they never see each other. So a way to connect families through both the physical device and a digital device. And also, the IoT connection we saw as a perfect hub for the connected home. And of course, bulletin boards have also been a great way to, organize community information. And also the obvious problems that we're solving, a cork board, first problem, it runs out of space. And secondly, you need to be right in front of it to post something to it. So we set to work. Our office was in a house in Newton Center, and little did we know that shortly afterwards, we had the biggest snowstorm in the history of Boston that hit us. And the joke was, we were snowed at work. So in the spring, we spent the winter, to the left here is the mechanical engineer. This is a view that I saw most of the winter in the back of his head, writing patent applications and doing the research and creating 8 initial prototypes of these bulletin boards with a tablet that we distributed to family and friends to see how they would receive the idea and how they would use it. Okay, so blah, 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 enough of the history lesson. We ended up creating an app. We decided on a bulletin board with initially for an Android device, but the devices were not reliable. So we simplified and changed to a bulletin board that would accommodate an iPad device. So it's also a great way to recycle older technology, like second generation. And also the form is the same for first through fourth generation, including iPad Air. So you can stick your iPad in there, you put it on the wall, it changes your interaction with it, and now you can download the BeeBoard publisher for iPhone and the BeeBoard viewer for iPad, and you can post to it from wherever. And it's also social, so it's a social digital signage app that you can use for either home or office. So just to give you a quick sample, this is acting as a remote, so I can control what's happening on the tablet as I flip through here. And I can create real-time content. You can create content using the share sheet, access your camera roll. You can add photos. Let's see here, and okay, and publish. And let me just change the channel here. Okay, sorry, I was in the wrong channel. All right, so let's just try that. hey, you could say, I'm going to be home late tonight. Settings, publish, and there it is. So it's a real-time view of what's on my phone to the bulletin board, which is in a fixed location. Questions? Yes.
So, these 2 questions, only iPad?
At this point, yes, only iPad. For publishing, we have an email gateway, so you could email to your bulletin board, and eventually we'll have a web-based publisher as well as a web-based viewer, which will open it up to the Android.
Have you considered doing a larger screen where the entire bulletin board is one screen?
Well, you could. I mean, the software can run independently of the bulletin board, so it's digital signage. You can run it on a large screen monitor if you wanted. Next question.
Yeah, it seemed a little logical that the 50-inch TV in your living room could be bulletin board.
Yes, it could as well, but
a smart one.
Right, correct. We decided to combine the physical and the digital because we still have like pieces of paper that you want to post or means to jot down a quick note. And since it's an iPad, you can still use it as an iPad. You don't have to have it in digital signage mode all the time. And you could use it for home monitoring. You could use it for controlling your Sonos sound system, your home automation apps, or watching cooking videos while you're having a meal. Yes?
Great idea with the, I like the integration with physical blackboard and whatnot.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered integrating with an app like IFTTT? So, like, when you're coming home, it goes up on the bulletin.
Yes, absolutely.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, we see the software right now as being just a platform, and we're looking to create an API so people can create plugins for it, and as well, use apps like IFTTT. Yes.
Do you think it'll be used at home or the office or school or?
Both.
All right, right on.
Yeah, we're deploying in different environments. So recently we deployed one at the Boston Children's Hospital, and some clinics are installing them, and different home environments.
Through the app, can you only post to one board, or could you, if Grandma lives on the other side of the country, could she post to her grandkids in Boston?
Yes, you could.
Seattle,
Yeah, it's many to
all
many.
on the same app.
That's right.
Cool.
The question was, can Grandma post to it? Yes, it's a social app, so it's social digital signage. You can invite your friends or colleagues to post to your device, and you can post it to theirs as well. It's reciprocal. Yes.
If I'm shipping this to Grandma on the West Coast and I'm sitting here with my phone and I want to post it, do I have to first sync it in a way? She has it. I have to go through a process of getting my grandma to open it, press approve me, so I can post that word.
Yeah, you can invite her directly from the app. So if you click on Add a Friend, you can do a manual invitation with her email address, and then she'll get an email invite to download the app, and then you'll be connected once she registers.
So she has to download the app.
That's right. Yeah. Yes.
So do you sell the physical board? Or
We do. We do.
One size
yeah.
or multiple? Or?
It's one size. They're black walnut construction. I feel that we're making the best bulletin board in the market right now. It was meant to be like our high-end, product. It's black walnut. It's modular. So if you wanted a whiteboard instead of a cork board, we can do that for you. And now's a great time to buy them because they are $60 off from our website, BeeBoard.io.
And charging of the iPad, is that like in the board?
You have to plug it in.
So there'd be a cable out the side of it? Or
Yeah.
If you have multiple people sending messages, how does that handle that?
It creates them on a timeline. So the timeline, I'm out of time. You can create multiple channels for different types of day or different types of content that you want to show. And you can reorganize the content of the timeline. So any new content will be the next the latest bulletin, and then it's tagged with who sent it, at what time they sent it, and